pretty much been from Clarke County your whole life.
Well, no, not really. I was born and raised in just across the line over Choctaw County,
Okay.
which is a little place, community called Isney. Don't know if you've heard of that, but it was a nice little place to grow up. Small community, everybody knew everybody. And graduated high school at Silas. And after that, I said, well, I need to find something to, maybe learn something from. So I joined the military, joined the Navy. I already had, my oldest brother was already a career Navy person, so I kind of more or less followed in his footsteps.
Well, I want to thank you for your service, and we do certainly appreciate it. Myself, Clarke County Hot Topics does support and honor our veterans. So I want to thank you for that. And so what made you decide to do this type of work? What made you decide to be the police or the deputy?
Well, I wanted something where I could give back a little something, help people if I could. And it's always just fascinated me, watching police work. And I thought it would be something I would enjoy, which it has. It's fulfilled me more or less. I never was one to be in trouble, and I want to kind of help other people, keep them getting in trouble.
Right.
I say people have a misconception, but all policemen aren't alike. Each one has his own way of doing things, and more or less, I try to get respect from people. And if you get people to respect you, you respect them, they'll respect you, and it goes a long way.
Yes.
And get involved in what they're doing, and most people just won't do what's right.
Yeah.
They know right from wrong, and sometimes you'll have to guide them, get them off that other trail and get them back on the right path. Things have changed because of more or less social media and TV, and anything bad happens, it gets just put out there for the whole world to see, and it just keeps going. They run it in the ground, and people see it enough, they start believing what they're seeing.
Right.
And we have to work hard sometimes to get people to look and say that don't happen here. Everybody here is treated with respect. We're not after anybody. We're not trying to make a bad name for ourselves.
Yeah.
Majority of policemen that I know, try to do a good job and treat people well. And if you do that, you won't have any problem.
What do you feel like is the hardest part of this job?
We have a lot of juvenile problems. A lot of parents stop being parents, and they want to call the police to have police, discipline their children.
Yes.
And that's not really our job. And a lot of kids get a bad impression from the police because if they act up, mama's going to call the police, and they want the police to come scare them, which is not the thing to do.
Right.
I've had parents tell me to come scare this child, tell them you're going to take them to jail, and I don't do that. I sit and I'll talk with a person. After you sit and talk to them, all they want to be is be heard. They want somebody to listen to them, and that's what I try to do. I try to listen to them, find out their problems, and help them figure out a way to solve what the problem they're going through.
Yes.
But there's nothing for them in Clarke County as far as we don't have a detention center. There's really not a whole lot we can do to them for just misbehaving. The parents are just going to have to step up and be parents,
And on that same subject, what do you see with the years of experience that you have? What do you see as being the growing or the fastest growing problem amongst juveniles and adults in today's society? What's the fastest growing crime, I guess I should say?
Drugs. I mean, you'd be surprised at kids at what age they start, indulging in that kind of thing. As like I say, parents stop being parents. They're not watching their children, and children get mixed up with the wrong crowd, and they get talked into doing things. And once they're there, it's kind of hard to get out of that rut. Drugs it's out there.
Yes.
I guess it'll always be out there, and social media. A lot of kids can't function without a cell phone.
Right.
Which I imagine a lot of adults can't either. But more or less now, you see a lot of accidents involving cell phones.
Well, speaking about the drugs that you just mentioned, I want to ask you a question because Clarke County Hot Topics runs sales shots each week that features mug shots of people that's been arrested. On those mug shots, a lot of the times we have possession or illegal possession of controlled substance as their charge. Can you explain what that is? How do people even know if they have a controlled substance in their possession?
Well, the narcotics, certain medicines, anything other than, marijuana is illegal. Cocaine, crack cocaine, some heroin, acid, crystal meth is getting worse and worse all the time. And prescription medicine, they don't have a prescription for it, they'll have medicine in their pocket, and if they don't have a prescription for it, it's really illegal. And it's according to the number of, like medicine pills or whatever they have, whether or not they get charged a misdemeanor or a felony. And the jailer's over here, and he waits for this information that you collect off of this short arrest, and he'll enter it all in his computer while you're doing the rest of the stuff. And you'll have to take the handcuffs off the person, and after you do that, you've already searched them before you put them in the vehicle, but you have to make sure you get everything else out of their pockets. If they're holding anything else, wallet, ID, or anything else, he goes up here and the jailer's have to account for all that personal belongings. And it depends on what you charge them with, whether or not they'll be bonding out or they're gonna have to stay with us. Have to see a judge, whatever set the bond. But if they're going home, it's just like just a misdemeanor charge. They can bond out, so you don't have to worry about dressing them out. But they can, after he gets through with the process of booking them in and taking pictures and taking fingerprints, they can call a bonding agent, whatever, be a cash bond, and they can bond out and leave and go home. But if they're gonna stay with us in felony charge, they have to change clothes, they have to get dressed out in orange, and then they turned over to the jailer, and he puts them back in the back in the cell. Everybody's photographed, fingerprinted. It's just part of the process. It all has to be documented. You have to have them blow into the intoxilizer to determine their breath alcohol content. And if they're over the limit, then you charge them DUI. And it depends on if it's first, second, and third. If it's a third offense, and that third offense, you charge with a felony if they've been convicted twice previously.
What's the largest or biggest crime that's ever come into this room? Murder?
Yeah, we got one of those right now. Capital murder. And we've had several murders.
So it don't matter if I'm arrested for a simple traffic violation all the way up to capital murder, everything comes through the same law.
This is the booking room. This is where it all is processed.
Right. All right, Deputy Gandy, what do we have here?
Well, this is more of what we call the whole drunk tank, or more or less somebody that's badly misbehaving won't cooperate. Somebody refuses to be fingerprinted, being rowdy, won't comply with what you're trying to get them to do. And you let them spend a little time in here and collect their thoughts, which you can see is not very comforting.
Let's walk in here and see what we got. Well, guys, I'm in here right now. I can tell you it smells horrible, but other than that, it's very small, and looks like there's one hole in the floor. So I guess that's the reason why they call it the hole.
And they get a little mattress, sleep on that place there, and they check on them, make sure they're okay. You can tell by the paint knocked off the wall. Some of them been kind of banging on the wall.
Trying to get out
there. Want some attention.
And you said you couldn't take your weapon in the booking room for obvious reasons, so.
Safety, yes,
Yeah.
safety. Like I say, you bring some in, they're already riled up or rowdy whenever you bring them here, and then some of them, think they may not have anything to lose, So if they think they can take your gun or have a chance of getting away, some of them will take that chance. Well aware this road here, 280 and 45, has been several incidents here where people lost their lives. It's just a bad spot coming there because a lot of people they get on that stop sign or the 45 right before they realize where they're at. A lot of times it's too late. I've had people tell me they would be in the median before they could get stopped. Just lucky, they didn't get hit. But you could go down this road and you'll see people running stop signs in front of you. And, if they would just obey the traffic laws, stop signs, pay attention to what they're doing. I'm Uncle Hank to a lot of people. They'll call me Uncle Hank. I don't have a clue who they are. I let them talk to them just like I know them, been seeing them every day. I guess it's, they see the hat, they respect the hat, they respect me. I wear the uniform every day. I choose to wear the uniform. I want to be recognized as a deputy or sheriff's officer when I step out of the vehicle. Or if I'm in a crowd, I want to be recognized as a police officer. A lot of times you don't have the uniform on, people see you with a gun, they may not say, well, I don't know who this is got a gun on. You got a uniform on, they know you're a policeman. I wear it every day. Try to look presentable, nice. Represent the sheriff's office as best I can. Worked another wreck out here on 210, a fatality. Young lady lost her life out there. Careless, speed, not paying attention to driving, reckless driving, whatever. Lost control of the vehicle, hit a tree. Young lady got killed, lost her life. It's sad, but it can happen so quick. Some people have wrecks and not get hurt. You say, well, how did he get out of that alive? And, they walk away from it. Then you'll see another wreck. Somebody lost their life. I don't understand how that could happen, but it does.
Seeing that kind of stuff from time to time, fatality, especially with young children involved, do you ever take those emotions home with you, or how do you deal with them?
I try to deal with them as they happen. Try to get it behind me as quick as I can, because like I say, you may work that wreck now, 30 minutes from now, an hour from now, you may be working a burglary call, some other domestic dispute. So you have to learn to put the stuff behind you and work them as they come, and try not to get too emotionally involved. Thank goodness I have yet to work any wreck with an infant with a fatality. I hope to goodness I don't ever see that. I got a brand new great-grandson. He's 3 months old. I don't know how I could handle it or react to that situation. Children and infants are so innocent. They look for the parents, grandparents to protect them. And you see a lot of them that don't even have them buckled in, car seats, approved car seats. They be riding with them in their lap and stuff like that. And who knows what's going to happen if they have an accident. More likely the child's going to get hurt or it could get killed. I write tickets a lot of times for the children not being fastened, because the child don't have a choice. He does what you took. You just set him in the seat. If you don't fasten him and buckle him up, he don't know any different, especially an infant. You got to pay more attention. You got to be looking out for those children. A lot of times, just police presence goes a long way in for deterring what people try to do. If they get used to seeing you, they're gonna be looking for you. And if I got them looking for me, they may tend to think about what they're doing.
Deputy Gandy, when you're out here patrolling 45 or any county road or wherever you may be, what's one thing you look for? What's a good traffic stop to you?
Well, believe it or not, just right up the road here one night,
curve and this car come over the hill on my side of the road. It's only happened once, but it's a scary thought. All of a sudden you see headlights coming straight at you. I'm out here watching a lot of times these intersections, these dangerous intersections. You know, the highway patrol, they can't stay down here all the time. They have a lot of duties to fulfill. I watch these intersections and I'll make traffic stops for people, you know, running stops. And there was a fatality right there at that intersection one day because a guy on they call him a crotch rocket. So a young guy pulled out right in front of the motorcycle, and the motorcycle T-boned him in the side, and he died probably instantly. And that was horrible.
Earlier you talked a little bit about people texting and driving, and that seems to be a growing number of accident-related or crashes today because of people being unattentive and texting. Do you see much of that while you're out riding around?
Well, yeah, you can see it more at night because you get behind somebody at night, you're driving, and they can't look in the mirror and tell that's the police. You know, daytime they can spot that vehicle and they're going to more or less abide by all the traffic laws. They'll overdo it most of the time. But at nighttime, you can see that phone light up. You know, you can see the glare through the back window or whatever. And you make a stop. And you was on the phone. I saw you on the phone. Well, yeah, somebody called me, you know. But you're not paying attention to your driving habits, your skills. Most of the time, you know, I take people to jail or whatever. They cooperate, nice about, you know, complying or whatever, and as long as they respect me, I shake hands with them in the booking room, and I say, I'm sorry, it's just a job I have to do, it's nothing personal. And they understand that, you know, most of them realize they've messed up, and they know they gotta suffer the consequences.
Have you ever had somebody thank you for taking them to jail?
Yes. I had a gentleman tell me one night, he come up to me and he said, I just want to tell you something. I said, what's that? He said, I want to thank you. You saved my life. I said, man, what you talking about? He said, that night you took me to jail. You saved my life. He said, I was so strung out, I didn't know what was going to happen to me. He said, but you took me to jail. I stayed in jail. When I came out, I straightened my life up. Church, started going to church, got married. He said, man, I just want to thank you for the job you did. So I'm glad it worked out for you, you know. People will tell you sometimes, you know, how they feel. Most people get caught doing something, they realize, yeah, I'm caught, I did it. But some of them want to deny it to the end, you know, even though. But I've had a lot of instances of people. They appreciate treatment and respect. You know, well, I'm not out here to disrespect you. I'm just out here to do my job.
Right.
Copy. Be out here.
So we're sitting on Highway 45 at 145 near Mathis Produce, the dangerous intersection we were just talking about. And this vehicle came by, almost sideswiped us. We were well off of the road watching the intersection. And this driver almost sideswiped us and was following way too close to a vehicle in front of it, which I think I may have actually caught it on camera. Deputy Gandy is actually making a traffic stop with this vehicle to try to figure out what's going on. So we're just going to sit back and monitor.
driving or not, he thanked me. He said, I learned something today. I said, well, that's what we're out here for. A lot of people out here driving, they just don't seem to care. And you can stop them for that very thing, you know, fail to get over. And I'll ask them about that law. Have you ever heard of the get over law? What's that? They've not been educated about it. I don't know what it would take.
I know a lot of the viewers out there that every time we post an accident here, everybody has a different opinion and solution of what they should do to this intersection. But you know, I personally feel like it falls back on driver error.
I would say 90 or 95, could even be 100% error, driver error. There's no excuse for running the stop sign. No excuse whatsoever. See, he actually didn't obey the stop sign. He went past it before he stopped. And he probably saw us up here. You could probably get a lot more stops or whatever if you were up here at night. They couldn't see.
Go ahead, Clarke.
I saw some smoke rising up. I was just trying to determine what it is. Hopefully not a house fire. I just like to, say something about the young police officers just starting out their careers. It takes a while to get out here and you learn people, you learn their ways. The most important thing, I think, is to make friends. You make a friend out of a person, he'll help you. You make an enemy out of somebody. If you're out there on the side of the road or something, he said, well, that's old so-and-so. I'm not going to help him. I hope he gets his tail kicked. But I try to make friends. I don't like to make enemies. You stop, you talk to people. You can befriend somebody, just by stopping and talking to them. You don't have to be rude or mean or anything to people. He'd rather make a friend than an enemy. My main goal is to go home at the end of my shift and be with my family.
Right.
I got kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. They worry about me. My daughter, I wish you just retired. Get out of it. I don't want you getting hurt. Because like you were talking about earlier, there's craziness going on around about police officers getting killed every day. And you never know when your time may come. I just hope and pray that don't happen in Clarke County or anywhere close by. Hattiesburg is too close. You sometimes got to be more than just a police officer. I'm a military veteran. I was a fire chief and out there in our community, Thieveland Fire Department. been a baseball coach, a softball coach. I've had wars on a baseball field. I mean, wars.
Yeah.
'Cause I was having fun, but I was trying to teach kids a lot of things too. And I see those kids now that I've coached in ball, got their families now, grown. And we'll talk about it sometime. We'll have a get together. I see one of them somewhere and we'll talk about it. And I enjoy it. Young kids, young people now, they want to live too fast. If they're 16, they want to be 18. Right? They want to be 20. They want to be grown. You got to take time to be a kid. You got to grow up, because once you get past it, it's over. You can't go back. You know, and you have a hard time making them see that. I've been there and done that. You know, like I say, I'm on up in years now. I reminisce about the young days when I was a kid growing up. I grew up without a dad. My dad died when I was 6 years old, and my mom raised 5 boys by herself. And she had her ways of dealing with you, and a lot different it is today. The kids nowadays, you know, they don't want the parents to spank them. They're gonna call DHS on them.
Or call the police.
Yeah, call the police. We've had calls in here. 4-year-olds can't control a 4-year-old. I mean, that's a little bit beyond belief. I enjoy my job, and the sheriff asked me not long after the last election, said, "You are going to stay with me in the term, ain't you?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I'm getting a little age on me, Sheriff." Who knows? May not be able to stay that long, but I'll stay out here as long as he wants me, and I feel that I can do a good service. I don't want to be, you know, a bad influence, and I want to try to be a positive influence on people, especially young people. You know, they don't understand a lot of growing up,
Right.
and that's a lot of things. They don't want to grow up. You know, they've got it made at home, and once that's over with, they have to grow up. You know, and it's a big jump.
All right. Well, again, I thank you, and I appreciate you allowing us this opportunity.
I enjoyed it.